Welcome back, gatekeepers. You're tuning into the ultimate breakdown of CBS's breakout daytime drama, Beyond the Gates. If you thought that the manicured lawns of Fairmount Crest were safe, last week completely shattered that illusion. We are unpacking absolutely everything from the week of June 1st through June 5th. And let me tell you, the secrets behind these pristine walls are officially overflowing. Grab your drinks, lock your gates, and pull up a chair because we're diving into every single drop of tea, drama, and betrayal from last week. Let's get into it.
I don't know why that made me laugh, but that made me
laugh. If you know, you know. So I wanted to start off just a tad bit different this week. I do have some specific questions, but I wanted to start with some honorable mentions from this week's episode. Leslie and Darlene, the showdown. Honorable mention. Okay, so you sent me a little clip to my phone, and I just giggled because I was like, okay, he lives for the Leslie drama, the beast, the monster, the beautiful goddess that is the character Leslie. So, what about this showdown with her and Darlene? How did you feel about that?
What I thought was, where are we? Oh, we're almost 2 minutes in, so I can cuss. So what I thought was, Leslie was like, "Bitch, you think you all that? Let me show you who you really are. You've been playing with little children. I'm a grown woman, and I got you, boo. I'm gonna check you every which way." And that's exactly what she did.
She had her stilettos, her manicure, everything on Darlene's neck. Okay. And I loved it because it's like, Darlene, you're a little bit of a mean girl. You really and truly are. And who better to give it to you than Leslie? Because she's not gonna hold back, huh?
And possessive. She's possessive over her children.
It's weird.
Very.
It's weird. It is weird. So our next honorable mention, Nicole's pining over Ted still.
Make a decision, baby. Just make a decision. Just let it all hang out.
You done gone to talking to Mama Nita about it now. Like, my goodness. So, what's that honorable mention? Do you think she should just go ahead and just give Ted another? And I'm not talking about a relationship. Like, as far as the pining, just go ahead and get it out your system.
Ooh. In general, yeah, she's already having sex with two men. She might as well have sex with Ted. I mean, just go for it. Just go for it. Except she won't do it because he's in a relationship or whatever they calling it with him and with Ted and Shanice. So she ain't gonna do it. But
I don't know. Naughty Nikki might. Dr. Richardson might not, or Dr. Dupree now might not. But Naughty Nikki. I think Naughty Nikki will. All right, next honorable mention. Bill Stoops.
This is for you. This is not for me. This is for you. Just go for it. Just
listen. I was proud. I just honestly think this past week's episodes, his suits were so much better. I'm like, is somebody like low-key watching me talk crap about this man's suits from week to week? Because they were nice. They were good. And I want to have an inflated sense of self enough to think that someone cares what my opinion is about this man's suits. But either way, they get an honorable mention because I think the suits were so much better this past week. Haley, they get into her backstory just a bit, how the hustle, and I came up with Haley's Hamilton hustle for an honorable mention across these episodes, to find that her original mark was going to be Joey Armstrong. And so when I heard that, before Randy, before they could even get into what he thought, I was like, oh, he would have killed him. Mm-hmm. Now Haley would be gone. So what are your thoughts, if any at all, about Joey having been a potential mark for Haley to try to scam him?
That would have been so reckless, but at the same time, that would have been so much fun. So much fun.
Oh, something to see. Like, my goodness. I did appreciate the background on how she kind of slithered her way in with the specifics this time. As far as like the show doing a time jump backwards. So kind of explain some of those pieces.
How she wormed her way into Bill's heart.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And then the piece with them actually invading the home. And actually sleeping around in there. I was like, oh my God, Haley, I didn't know you and Bill were that freaking raunchy. So any thoughts about the time jump backwards? Did you think this was at all helpful to the show, or they could have done without it?
I think overall, it was helpful. I think it connected some dots. I think what we tend to do is we tend to make stuff up in our heads. And for me, it was kind of like, okay, this was kind of sort of what I was thinking. It all made sense. What I did not know was, of course, the show has within its dialogue, it's made us basically say that Haley and Randy have been working together. But I didn't believe that they were working together until, I don't know, after a year that the show was on. But they put that in there, and in my mind, I'm thinking they put that in there for a reason, and I'm trying to figure out like how it's going to later connect. I mean, I know how it connects, but the why behind it is important for me in the way that my mind works.
I'm interested to see where else this is gonna go. Again, I was shocked that she even conjured up in her little mind to try to scam Joey Armstrong, but Randy killed that very quickly.
I do want to say I love the fact that Randy stood 10 toes down and he was just like, no, you're not doing that. I got another mark for you.
You're gonna get us both killed.
And what it showed in that particular moment was Randy is not a simp. Like right now, she's playing him for a simp, but he is not a simp.
No, not by far. I'm grown to like Randy more and more.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Last honorable mention: Naomi calling Ashley out on her bullshit as it pertains to Grace. So when Naomi pops up, we see that Grayson is there, and Ashley is kind of this whole "woe is me" again. I would not be upset if they wrote her out of the show entirely, but we know she's not going anywhere, at least not now. I like the fact that Ashley called her out. Like, you're sitting up here and you trying to make Derek this martyr and this perfect person, but to kind of basically ease your own guilt. But Grayson and Derek both lied to you.
It was what you said, I believe. I don't know if it was last week or the week before. It was exactly what you said. And so I was just like, yeah, say it. She needs to hear it because she's delusional right now.
Delululemon. That's Ashley's new name. Delululemon. Quite delusional. Okay. All right. So enough for our honorable mentions. So we're still knee deep in this whole Impaler and plasma ring conspiracy. So we know that Joey.
I love the way the episode ended for the week. I loved it.
Oh, yes.
I loved it. It's the summer, baby. It's the summer.
It's coming. The ratings are there because we got time. We got time. So Joey and Randy are orchestrating this sit down with meeting the Impaler. Do you think they're walking into a trap, or they have the upper hand?
Oh, it's a trap. It is most definitely a trap. I don't know who this person is, but it's definitely someone that he knows, and that is part of the trap. How far those tentacles?
So here's what the fan board was saying and buzzing about the Impaler. They're saying that the Impaler could be Joey's sister Heather. and or even Doug, of course, we kind of had that theory ourselves, back from the dead. So who's your number one suspect this week and why?
At this point, I'm gonna wait until tomorrow, because typically what I do is I wait until Saturday or Sunday to watch this show. But tomorrow, I gotta tune in because I need to know who the Impaler is. Okay.
I'm hoping that they don't string us along for another week.
Oh, they might string us along until Tuesday. But that's smart on their part. It's smart.
We need the ratings. All right. I didn't think about Joey's sister, so I'm like, okay. I still think, and I'm secretly hoping that it's good. Secretly hoping that it's good.
A great way to bring him into the show and give him a storyline.
Yes. So we see Jacob is still struggling. They're parading him around as a hero. He's not feeling very heroic at all. Do you think that the guilt ultimately is going to break him?
Ultimately, no. Short term, yeah. I don't know what that's going to look like, but short term, yes, most definitely it will. I don't think that he's going to catch his head until maybe during the trial, if there is a trial. I'm assuming, I don't know why I keep saying there's a trial, but I've been seeing other people say they need a trial, and I was like, yes, they need a trial.
Your courtroom drama. I don't think Jacob will come out of it eventually. What he will be like once he does, I don't really know. His acting has been consistently better though.
And this is what I was going to say. I don't know if it was Thursday or Friday's episode, but he was in bed with Naomi and his voice sounded different. I don't know what it was about his voice, but his voice sounded different. So much so that I turned around and I was like, first, yes for the chest. So I'm digging the voice. It made me pay attention. His voice made me pay attention. So whatever it is he's doing, he needs to keep on doing it.
He does. He's dug deep for this, and so I do appreciate that. So shout out to him for that. I am not wanting to hurl secretly every single time he comes on the screen like Trashley. So we kind of talked about this in the past. We see that Grayson is still kind of begging for Ashley's forgiveness, and she's absolutely getting on my nerves. I'm really quite over her. But everything that transpired with Derek's death, should Ashley shut him out for good, or is there a path to redemption for him?
Redemption.
Yeah.
Redemption.
I'm erring on the side of redemption too. Like, Ashley, you are no saint. Like, let it go. Even if you're not with him, whatever it is that you're trying to hold over his head. And I'm glad that Naomi was a friend and actually kind of said it. No one made Derek choose to do that. Derek made a choice. He's an adult.
Yes, no doubt. I don't have anything to add. Hey, Megan.
So Bill Hamilton, we know that he's been kind of going on. We love you too. Going on these kind of, I guess, daydreams, or so to speak. Kind of thinking about some of his past romantic blunders and whatnot. So do you feel it? Do you think he's finally realizing just how badly he messed up with the women in his life, or is this just kind of his own self-pity?
Self-pity, 100%. Self-pity. I mean, and if you really think about it, he does this, I don't know, once every month or two. He does it all the time. And so at this point, it's like, get over yourself and just move on. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are decisions that you've made, and I don't even know if he could go back on it. I mean, yeah, Danny can kind of string him along in the way that she's kind of sort of stringing him along. But at this particular point, I think Danny has made up her mind about who she wants to be with and why. She might reminisce about Bill and all the good times, but at the end of the day, she ain't going back.
She's keeping herself grounded with all the awful things that he's done. Oh, child. Haley. So you know that she's pulling out all the stops to try to keep him distracted. Um, and not in the terms of necessarily the show from week to week, but how long, I guess, weeks, months, whatever, do you feel like she can continue to successfully manipulate him before his suspicions override the distractions? Because we know she's continuing to poison. So how
I
much
don't think,
can ride this wave?
to specifically answer your question, how much longer, it'll probably, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it'll probably be at the end of the summer where he realizes, or someone realizes what she's doing. But the proof, you know how this show is, got to find the proof, right? If you ain't got the proof, it don't mean nothing. And so the proof might come a little later, but it'll definitely be by the end of the summer.
I just find it absolutely delicious how they can just talk so openly or speak so openly about the schemes that they've done, and nobody in Uptown is paying attention. And which I get it. You know, nobody is just ear hustling 24/7. But the fact that you are just being openly seen with Randy and y'all are having these conversations just so candidly, just so carefree. Like, that just always kind of stumps me. Like, really? Or when I told you how I just love how Haley makes the little faces as soon as one of the daughters or anybody kind of pass by after she, is fake nice, and just blatantly rolls the eyes. So I don't know. But something about that is just hilarious to me. So let's get into this crossover. This crossover with Victor Newman. So we know that Vernon successfully locked in the support of his friend Victor Newman from the Young and the Restless for the upcoming fundraiser. Now I know you've probably seen or it was kind of impending that the crossover was happening, like on the blogs and the internet, before it actually dropped on the episode. Whenever you got wind of them doing a crossover, what were your initial thoughts?
I did not know on the blogs, the internet, or anything like that there was a crossover coming. It was just the way that they kept dropping names. First they started with Forrester, and then they kind of mentioned a couple. I think it was his name. I think they mentioned Victor Newman's name at some point. And then, when I saw him, first it was just like, oh shoot, it's happening already. Because I was thinking it was gonna be a minute, but dang, it just kind of happened.
It reminded me of my childhood of watching The Young and the Restless at my grandma's house. So when I saw Victor Newman, in which he can still get it in 2026, him and Sean Connery, I don't know, it's just, and Phil Jackson.
Rest in peace.
But I was like, oh my God, like fangirling, like real bad when I saw him come on the screen. Like, whoa, he's still kind of looking not just like a snack, but a full course meal. So I'm like, okay, you got some heavy hitters. Come on, Paramount, Chris, let's do this. But at any rate, with that being said, with a heavy hitter like Victor Newman coming into play in the Abbotts and whatnot, how do you think the power dynamics will shift, if at all, once Victor Newman and the Abbotts officially arrive in Paramount Crest?
I don't think it will. I think there's just gonna be, Victor, and I think it's kind of smart because there's a lot of people our age that watch Beyond the Gates, and we were watching Young and the Restless when Victor. I mean, he still is the man on that show, obviously, but he just means something special to us, people, longtime people. And so I think I told you, like, when I saw it, I was just like, man, I want to watch Young and the Restless. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's just that crossover appeal where he's here. Now I just want to go and I want to watch Young the Restless. And people who are watching Young the Restless, I'm certain that there are people from Beyond the Gates who are on their show and they want to do the same. And so I think that's all it is. I'm not expecting there to be fireworks. However, if there were fireworks, Victor Newman style, I would love it. I would really love to see him and Joey go at it.
Oh, listen, in more ways than one. But I know. No. We'll talk about it later. So I don't think it'll shift the power dynamics either in Fairmount Crest, but I love the fact that we have this predominantly Black soap opera cast, and then we're doing a crossover with one of the major players in the game in daytime soap opera history, a pioneer coming to this Neo show. I just love it. I think it's a great move just for views in general. I just love it. So I'm excited that they decided to go this route. So before we get to, at the end of the episode, we get a little teaser about who the Impaler is, but they do a teaser after the last episode has aired for this week, that there's some type of tornado or some type of natural disaster that happens at Fairmount Crest during the crossover event. So which characters do you think are in the most danger? So that's the first part of the question. Which characters do you think will be the most in danger? And the other part is, will the storm serve as a narrative to kind of like reset some of the show's messier storylines with crossing over and doing all of those pieces?
That's exactly what I was thinking. I mean, there's nothing like that to either bring some people together or cause new friction. Yes. And so that is what I am anticipating from the show. But I think you asked me who, right? Like I think you were asking me like who's gonna die or something like that, or who might.
Even if it's not a fatality, like who's in the most danger?
I think someone who is not necessary for the storyline to progress. And at this particular point in time, I'm thinking that
thinking or hoping. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Thinking or hoping?
Not hoping, but thinking.
I'm hoping. I don't know. You know, we kind of see this blood, and you know that we're at Martin's benefit. So I'm wondering if some danger, not that they'll take him out, because I would be very upset. If Smitty, you know, because Smitty's focus is kind of elsewhere. He's very wrapped up in this plasma ring and all of these things, with kind of wanting to bring the players down as much as Jacob does. Well, maybe not as much, but I'm wondering if Smitty will be in a lot of danger, as well as Grayson, simply because of how much Grayson knows. They've seen his face, they know who he is, yada yada yada. So I'm thinking they may be in a bit of trouble, or in the most danger as far as how I see it. I am interested to see how they're going to play out with this storm, especially in the middle of Martin's fundraiser, with all those pieces going on. So I'm interested to see how that'll play out, and how they kind of, like we say, hit the reset button, if you will, for some of the mess, like maybe with Madison and this this malpractice suit or whatever it is that they have going on with her. Yeah, and just hopefully Ashley will get her life together. Don't know what they're gonna do with this Shanice and Ted business. I'm honestly getting a little bit bored with that as well, if I'm being honest.
Agreed.
Anita and Vernon. I I'm not gonna lie. I do pleasantly like watching their little playful banter with each other, but I could do with less of that too. Um, I know, but you know, um, anything that you wanted to discuss that stood out for you? Obviously, Bill's suit stood out for me. Like a major thing across these episodes for me. But anything you would like to see, or any additional questions that kind of are on your frontal lobe, if you will, at the moment about these episodes or the direction of the show in general?
So this was something that I noticed. I noticed that they were very quick to basically point out the fact that Victor Newman and God doggy, I can't think of his name. And who?
Vernon?
No, not Vernon. Jack from Young and the Restless.
Oh, Abbott.
They are at odds with each other. And so, since both of them are going to be there, what I'm assuming is that sparks will fly, and maybe, just maybe, one of them might be around for a while.
Curiouser.
And I'm just, I haven't been watching Young and the Restless, so I don't know which one they could stand to, like, not lose, but kind of go on to Beyond the Gates for, I don't know, a month, and then go back to Young and the Restless. I kind of think that Jack is the one, and maybe they're playing around with having characters move from one show to the next.
That would be really fresh. I would like to see that. Like you said, even if it's just for a month. I like the fact that it highlights even further Vernon Dupree's reach. And speaks to his notoriety, to even have pull with someone like Victor Newman endorsing him, so much so to where Martin is being stamped by him and all of these things. So I love, I can't say it enough, how they're playing around with those pieces. Anything else that comes to mind that you would like to make mention of?
No. I agree with your assessment of the Shanice and Ted. Will they, won't they? How far will they get along? All of that. Like, I get it. I like, at this point, I'm like, I'm tired. I'm done. Come on, let's go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty much where I am.
We didn't see Kyle or Carlton. Again, like you said, you're kind of getting bored with that piece as well. Didn't see either of them. We didn't get a ton of Leslie, but the pieces that we did get did get an honorable mention. So I appreciated that. But we're gonna see what tomorrow brings, and I'm really hoping for an exciting week ahead for going beyond these gates. And I am beyond restless. Love the crossover. Cannot wait to get more of that. Well, all right, gatekeepers, we will see you next time. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
We've got questions and we know you have answers, so make love to our senses in the comments. Drop them down below.